What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Quick video for you guys tonight. Okay, is Hellblade 2 the next Redfall or Starfield? You see the name on the title. If you read that title and you automatically got offended, you automatically got in your feelings, you automatically were like, what are you talking about, Doc? If you read that title and the first thing that came to your head was something negative, then you either admit that Starfield or Redfall, or possibly both, did not meet their expectations. Meaning that people were hyping both these games before they came out, and then when they dropped, they didn't meet the expectations. That's what you're admitting if the title of this video is offending you right now. Let me tell you what. If Hellblade 2, okay, is the next Starfield, then for me personally, I think it's a huge and massive success. Because regardless of what people say about Starfield, I think Starfield is legitimately the game that I saw make people look stupid because they would play 200 hours of this game and then say it wasn't good. The amount of capping that people use to say that Starfield was bad was ridiculous. Now, you could critique the loading screen all you want. You could critique the 30 frames per second on consoles all you want. But if anybody that said that Starfield was not a good game and put over 20 hours into it is an idiot. And there's no other way for you to convince me otherwise. So again, if Hellblade 2 is the next Starfield, then that's a W. If that made you feel some certain type of way, then that means you probably didn't like Starfield. So what? Control your feelings now. Now, if Hellblade 2 is the next Redfall, then that's an L because Redfall was not good. Not only did Redfall not meet the technological specs of hitting 60 frames per second, but the game itself wasn't good. So that I understand, right? That I understand. But here's the thing. Both Redfall and Starfield were touted as Xbox's next big game. But before Hellblade 2 is dropping or was gonna drop or whatever, remember there was a lot of hype for Redfall. There was a lot of hype for Starfield. Starfield was the game of the generation, right? Which I still argue it is because people talked about it for so long it was ridiculous, right? But Redfall, let's not act like Redfall wasn't put on this pedestal and it was supposed to be magnificent. It was supposed to be awesome, right? And remember, people got to play Redfall. Remember. This is the problem I'm having. People are acting like, oh, people have been able to play Hellblade and they say it's phenomenal, this is that. People got to play Redfall and came back and told us that Redfall was good. And then when Redfall came out and it wasn't good, people were like, oh, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm telling you right now, be careful, don't fall for it. For me, I'm already done with the Xbox Series X as far as frame rates go. To me, it doesn't matter what frame rate Hellblade 2 runs at anymore. It doesn't matter to me because I'm going to play the game on PC. So I look crazy complaining about that. For those of you that are still going to play on console, this is the one question I want you to have, okay? Hellblade 2 is a technological marvel, right? That's what everybody's saying. It's the best looking game ever made. It is pushing the Xbox Series X to its limit because it's an Unreal 5 engine, right? Whatever that means. Here's the problem though. That game is also going to run on the Xbox Series S, which we would all agree is weaker than the Xbox Series X, right? We can all agree with that, right? Okay. But the simple question I have, very simple question, right? So, very simple question is, why can't the Xbox Series X run the Series S version of that game at 60 frames? If the game is going to look phenomenal on the Series S and it only looks marginally better on the Series X, then this is another confirmation that Xbox only cares about the Series S, which is perfectly fine. At that point, my decision to get a PC keeps getting more and more validated. There's a lot of people out there that are mad at me. What that makes no sense. Mad at me because I got a PC. You don't represent us anymore, Doc. I represent Xbox more than you ever will because I got a PC. Xbox doesn't have to have the game run at 60 frames per second on console because they want you to have the option to go get yourself a PC. If you want it at 60 frames, go get a PC. That's what they told you. That's what you told me. I went ahead and got myself a PC. Now you're over there stuck at the console at 30 frames, and instead of admitting that 30 frames suck, you're trying to justify as to why it runs on 30 frames because of Unreal 5 engine when you're not even a freaking developer. You've never developed anything on any Unreal engine, period. So how the hell do you know that it's hard to develop on Unreal 5? Because somebody told you? You sound dumb. I'm so annoyed with all these people talking about Unreal 5 engine. You don't know. You never developed nothing. Shut up. All I know is this. Right now, a lot of you out there are putting Hellblade 2 on a crazy pedestal. And I posted something on Twitter. If you haven't beat Hellblade 1, don't even talk about Hellblade 2. I promise you. Because Hellblade 1, if you play the game, you understand how everything comes together. It's not just about the gameplay. That game is not just about the scenario. It's not just about the atmosphere. It's not just about the combat. It is literally everything put together that makes the game phenomenal. It is the one game where if they would have tweaked something off, it wouldn't have hit the way it was supposed to hit. Some games you can have bad graphics, gameplay is great. Some games you can have a great story, gameplay is horrible, and the game could still be great. This game was tweaked to perfection. Not that the gameplay was great, not that the atmosphere, but everything matched. Everything mattered. The way Senua felt when you were playing the first game, and as the game kept going, you got more confident, and you got more confident. And then there's this fight that almost doesn't end because it depends how good you are. You could keep fighting that fight forever, and you feeling it. And then finally, she's just exhausted at the end, and then you find out what happens. Hellblade 2, if all it is a pretty game, it's going to be a problem. And if it's a pretty game that can run on the Xbox Series S, right? Regardless of whatever you say, if visually it's really downgraded on the Xbox Series S, then I want this Xbox Series S version, or you should have actually the Xbox Series S version on the Xbox Series X in performance mode. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. See, people out there are afraid. If you would have gave it a I feel so stupid. If you would have gave it a performance mode, the ponies would have gone ahead and taken screenshot pictures of it and said, look how ugly this game looks. What do you think they're going to do on the Xbox Series S version of the game, idiot? You don't think they're going to take screenshots of that? It's still an Xbox game. You don't think they're going to be like, this is what it looks like on Xbox Series S? Stop giving an excuse for 30 frames per second. Unreal Engine 5. You never made anything on Unreal Engine 5. You don't know anybody that's worked on Unreal Engine. You don't even know anybody that personally has worked on Unreal Engine 5. So shut your mouth. Sick and tired of it. Anyways, the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I actually liked Hellblade. I didn't think I was gonna like that type of game, and I played it, and it was. Bro, it blew my mind. I told ISO, shout out to ISO Motion Gaming, to play. He played it. When he beat the game, the second he beat the game, he called me. He was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "I told you. Told you, yes." I even had ponies telling me to play the game, like, you gotta play with headphones on. So even ponies wouldn't even cap about Hellblade, the first one. So that's why I'm upset with everyone right now capping for Hellblade 2. Shut your mouth. Let the game come out. It's already looking iffy. I'm telling you right now, it's already looking iffy for the simple fact of how much is being hyped and how much everyone's talking about Unreal Engine and how much is talking about the visual. No, I don't care. We've seen great cinematics before. Let's play the game and let's make sure everything comes together. Okay? That's all I want. Dog185, there's levels to this. You can be mad at me all you want. I promise you, I am more Xbox than you. If you are stuck playing on a console and you think that that's the way Microsoft wants you to play their games, and you think that anybody that plays their games on PC or plays their games on cloud or plays their games on anything else is not real Xbox, you don't know what Xbox is. Xbox is not what your Xbox was. I'm sorry, it's just not. When they said every screen is an Xbox, they literally mean it. So me buying a gaming PC, I am still Xbox. Freaking idiots. Y'all just make me so mad sometimes. You don't represent us anymore. Whatever. You don't represent me. We out. Peace.